He says, we are fully ready for hurricane season to come. Play the clip.
FEMA is tremendously prepared. This is what we do.
This was 90 days ago.
This is what they do. And the key here, Rebecca, is also to make sure that the communities who are potentially impacted are prepared as well.
Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas sounding the alarm on FEMA funding right after the devastation of Hurricane Helene. Listen.
We are meeting the immediate needs with the money that we have. We are expecting another hurricane hitting. We do not have the funds. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
You can let it play. Keep playing it.
Spent over $1 billion from a FEMA program on services for migrants.
So check this out. They post this, right? And this scares the crap out of them to the point where if we go to FEMA's website, so they're trying to say, we never gave that money to to migrants. By the way, I have the notes here to read it to you on what they spend the money on. I have from their website, they give grants to local governments and nonprofits to take care of undocumented immigrants. Congress boosted the budget from $360 million last year to $650 million this year. Watch this. In the 2023 annual report says it provides shelter, such as hotel, motel, services, food, and transportation, including including plane tickets up to $700 a person. You have a $300,000 house? Gone. And you don't have the money. It's wiped out. And FEMA's given them what? $750. You know, I thought it was $750 per person in the house. It's $750 per household. Jeez. If you live in a house with 6 people, it's just $750.
Tony Blinken announced, our government, Joe Biden, $157 million to Lebanon. This was on the 4th. Meanwhile, parents were tying their children to trees because the water was rushing down so much. The parents were getting drifted off, Pat, and dying, and they were trying to save their children. All that is happening, and she goes up there and says, we're going to give $750 to a family as if that's going to do anything. So when we tell people that this administration, this government, doesn't care if you live or die, it's not just lip service, okay? And when we say America first, that's what America first has to be, okay? So far this year, Pat, and Rob, I sent you the graph. This is how much we don't have money to help Americans in North Carolina, in Florida, and all these places. So far this year, we've given $24.4 billion to Ukraine, $11.3 billion to Israel, $1.9 billion to Ethiopia, $1.6 billion to Jordan, $1.4 billion to Egypt, and it keeps going. And $9,000 per illegal immigrant that has entered the United States. Okay, and we give them housing, we give them everything, and people that are dying and drowning in the United States, Tom, get $750, and then Alejandro Mayorkas
each per household.
Alejandro Mayorkas, who I despise, earlier this year said, Pat, we're good. We're ready for hurricane season. Now he's saying we don't have the money. We don't have the money to help Americans. Now we're about to get hit again, and we are shit out of luck. I'm sorry for my language. And this is what bothers me, Pat. This is all of our tax money. All of our tax money, and then when we need it, where is it? If you vote for these people, this is what's going to happen. We should be America first, not every other country. And now we're seeing it firsthand, Tom. Disaster is hitting, and they don't have money to help us.